Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Brandon? How are things in Raleigh? Checking in, salute. My man, where were you yesterday? You were MIA. You were at the house? How were you spending it? How was the quarantine treating you? What have you been doing? What movies you been watching? What shows you been watching? At the house. I leave New York and get quarantined not in North Carolina. I wasn't gonna do the quarantine, but I am. I'm gonna take a few days or a whole month off from DoorDash and just do it. Two people came out positive and trying to self quarantine. Why? Do you find it hard? Because I decided today to do the do the family quarantine. Cause like I said, I was gonna do DoorDash, for a month and blah blah blah. But then I was like, nah. Then I saw, you know, Dr. Fauci and stuff like that, and not the other not the president, just the Dr. Fauci and I'm gonna take heed to some advice and they want that curve to go down. So I want to make sure that I'm part of that curve. Make sure that I don't really part of that curve in the sense that I have the virus. That I'm part of the curve that I don't get the virus, or we don't get the virus. We're just flat. And those people who have the virus, we stay away from them. It's just it's come out that 12 quarantine and social distancing is working. So. And today, for the first time, I saw Donald Trump speak adequately for the first time in 4 years. Yeah, I heard. Well, here where I live at in North Carolina, they're not ticketing you. They're just giving you a warning. They're letting you know, what's going on. But I heard in Western Salem, they arrested two guys. They gave some other people some ticket, but you got to you got to do it because people are hard headed, man. Some people are hard headed. So yeah, guys, for those who wants to come in the chat, this is King Geo. Let's talk about staying home, save lives, save lives. Let's see. So yeah, guys. Oh my God. Everybody should get ticket if they're telling you to stay inside the house. Stay inside the house. You can't see your wife or your husband for 30 days or 15 days. Well, now they changed it to 30 days. So. So let's see. So let's see, guys. Come on, guys. Let's do this live chat. The live chat. Ooh. There we go, like that. There we go, and let's see. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I want to see, social distancing, who's doing it, who's taking heed to it, who's being adherent to it. And there's no point of us doing it and nobody else does it. We all got to do this together because we live in this country. We gotta stand strong, and this has nothing. This is no time for Democrats and Republicans to take, this is this, this is that. No, it's time for us to stand together, and think about one another. You see, but you can't think you can't think of it like that, Brandon. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people are thinking that they're doing it because, oh man, what's wrong here? People would think that those are people who have conspiracy theory. I'm trying to remove this. But Brandon, that's the way you see it. You see it that our government is trying to take our rights away. That's the way you see it. Because I think I'm an astute person, and I think I know when I'm being manipulated. And I don't think this falls in that category. I mean, you would have told me that this was a conspiracy brought up China, and then I would have said, yeah. But trying to say that, I respect your opinion, but for me, trying to say that they're trying to control us, no, it's just key. I think it's for safety reasons. Today alone, 336 people died in New York, and in the United States, today was reported that 780, right before CNN went out, 780 people passed away in the United States. I think that yesterday, it didn't say what day. It just said that's what it was in a day. So you got to think about that. Feel my cheek swollen. Especially this one. Not this one. This one. Well, our rights are taken away slowly, like when an officer kills us, and the United States doesn't do anything. That's taking our rights away slowly. When they believe a police officer of us, or when a police officer is found not guilty, and there's preponderance of evidence beyond the reasonable doubt, and you got videotapes like the guy, like the cops in. That is true. And who said that? Let's see. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. I mean, it's a good way to control a market. Don't you think? Think about it. It's a good way to control market. It's a good way to come out with a quick and effective vaccine or drug that that they were working on that wasn't working for this, but so let's bring it on that, and they're gonna sell it to the highest bidder anyway. Because according to China, 2 weeks ago, China said that they have a vaccine for it, and they're going to roll it out next month, which is in April, which is as of tomorrow. When they're going to do it, they didn't say, but they say they have a vaccine. So if they have a vaccine for it, and it's only been out since December, supposedly. So, and then China's been working on this for a while, and this was maybe maybe their way of saying, let's get back at these people. Yes, I know, I know that, Brandon, and that's sad, and that's sad because they're held to a high standard than we are, and we're the ones that our tax dollars is the one that's paying for their jobs. But it's okay for them to beat you, for them to plant things on you. But when you do it to them, let's just say an officer hits me, the law requires or the law states that I can defend myself. So if an officer hits me for no apparent reason, why can't I hit that officer back? And then you take that officer to trial, and then you go to trial for felony assault on an officer, and you lose. But yet he's the one that hit you. You know, it's like if you Google it, the police officer that got out that was found not guilty in Maryland a few months ago. You could see in the YouTube video, you could see where this. I have it on one of my videos. You could see where this officer kicked the living crap out of this black guy. White officers, one white officer, but they both were white. But the one who did it was this one officer, and they stopped the guy. They told him to get on his knee. The guy got on his knees. You see his hand go up. You see his face going down, going on his knees, and he kicked him in the face and knocked him out. Knocked him out. And can you believe me that he was found not guilty? What kind of a society do we live in? Even though I haven't looked at the jury, I haven't even looked at. I don't even know how if he went trial by jury or trial by judge. But if he went trial by jury, I'm assuming that the jury was all white from a white high class neighborhood. You know, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part. It's like Bernard King, Rodney King. Look, he got beat up, and those cops were found not guilty. Having video cameras watching him beating the crap out of this guy, and they were found not guilty. So when is white society going to change? You know, this is a country for all. I mean, the whole world is for all. God created man and woman equal. No race is better than another race. Just because you have more money than I do doesn't make you a better person than I am. It doesn't. It shouldn't be held. You should be held to a different standard than I do. And that's what America fails to see. And I say this, and I'm going to say this: white America. Not all white people are the same, but you have people who don't understand. Oh, this is America. This is my country. No, you got to learn about this country. This country Indians were here first. Mexicans were here first. If you look at the map, that Mexico particularly owned New Mexico, owned Texas, owned California. You know, and then to say that this is our America, get out. Look at your last name. Look where your last name comes from. Your grandparents, your great grandparents immigrated to this country, right? So this is borrowed America. Yeah, I know, Brandon. We all should be treated equal, but unfortunately, we're not. Exactly. Because of their race, they think the whites are better than us. That was Hitler's theory. But not a lot of people don't know that Hitler was a Jew. You know, and the thing that I didn't know, and I thought I was smart, I didn't know this, but I learned this from a police officer, not a police officer, a security guard, in one social security office where I'm at, and he said the Russians killed more Jews than the Germans. I didn't know that. So of course I googled it, and it's true. But that's not what history teaches us in school. You know, and it's true. That's race, social status, because you're a star, because you're a basketball player, you're a football player, you're a movie star, you're a TV star. They think that they're better than you. And your financial status. So if you got $1 million here, right? The person with $1 million compared to me, they'll pay more attention to that person than they would me. They give them more attention than to me because he has money in their eyes. I'm trash because I got no money, or because I live here, or I live in poverty, or or that person's on welfare, or that person has SSI, or that person, whatever the reason they get, because they always try to get a reason. But if we held everyone accountable for their actions, cops, lawyers, doctors, everyone, then we wouldn't have this problem. And that's what people need to understand. So when I hear a person that goes for Trump, you can vote for Trump. I don't care about that. You could like or dislike the man. But when you vote for him and then you come out with racist remarks because he said it, because remember what he said? He said Mexicans were rapists, that the immigration, that the immigrants were scum of the earth and blah, blah, blah. But hey, one of the things that Trump needs to forget that his last name Trump ain't American. But these are white people who take what he says to heart. So maybe, these people were racist in the beginning and they see this man, this president saying all these words. So he can say it. I'm going to say it. And that's what happens. And he doesn't realize that what he says, some people, some crazy people take that to heart. No, and cops are not held accountable at all. Especially, I'm going to say this much, especially a white cop. This is the good statistic to look at. We should look at white cops who have been arrested and convicted against black cops or minority cops, because they go for any Hispanic, blacks, Asian, and minority cops who were arrested and convicted. And I guarantee you that it'll fall more on the minority than it would the white. And if you look at the white, their crime will probably be more white collar, bribery, not bribery, conspiracy. Bribery. They took a bribe to protect a drug dealer or whatever the case may be. And this is what people don't understand. This is why I get so agitated when you have Trump supporters saying that he didn't do anything for the impeachment, that there was no, how can you get impeached for a witness without witnesses, without evidence? Look, listen, this is not a regular trial. This is not a civil trial. This is not a criminal trial where you need, in my opinion, where you need all these things. They did prove that he did say what he said. They did prove that he did ask for an exchange. You do me this favor, because they proved it. They proved it in this transcript. Okay, transcripts don't lie. Okay, so, and yet his followers say, you know what? There was nothing there. That's like me saying I'm a big fan of Brandon Hicks. In the video, they showed that Brandon Hicks killed a guy. That's the video. That's his face. That's definitely his face. We all know his face. He shot the guy, and I said, you know what? He didn't do it. That's a conspiracy. It's a hoax. It's all a lie. See, now that's being a fan. That's being a fanatic, and you can afford that in a society like this. Now, if I say, well, yeah, that was Brandon, and Brandon, I'm your boy. I like you a lot. I like what you stand for, but you did what you did, bro. You got to pay the price. And it doesn't matter. And that's why Republicans are the way they are. They go for, if Mickey Mouse was running for president, the party say that he didn't kill the cat. I mean, he did, right? They just say. And that's what gets me mad. I don't care if you voted for him. I don't care if you stand behind him. But what I do care is that when you are so you're vehemently in love with this guy, then no matter what he does in your eyes, it's good. And that's not good for our country at all. You know, if you could say, if you're a Democrat and you voted for Trump, and you say, damn, Trump, yeah, it's right, man, you did wrong, bro. You shouldn't have asked for that. Because he could have asked for Joe Biden at any time. He could have asked for any of the, he could have, because this is politics. Politics, you dig dirt, because that's what you want. You want dirt. But he went strong after Biden because he knew that Biden, or he thought he did, and he thought, what's up, Thomas? He thought that Biden was going to beat him. Biden's not going to beat him, but that's what he thinks. So he did this, and and in the transcript it says, "I need you to look into the Bidens. I need you to look into the Bidens." And then he said something. I forgot what he said, but in the transcript, that right there is why you need. And then I want you to do a report on CNN that you're going to investigate the Biden. And then once he knew, or once they knew that the Democrats were going after, they were investigating why the money hasn't been released, or because of the whistleblower. That's when he released the money. 3 or 4 months later, and that's proven. And it's proven. And then everyone that went against him, his own people, the people that voted for him, the people, the people that guy in that Navy, his secretary, everyone that went against him, but yet they voted for him. Yet they poured money into his campaign. He fired them because he would do one against him. It's like yesterday. Some worker from Amazon did a strike in Staten Island, New York, because someone in the warehouse came out positive and they didn't do anything. So he did a strike, and some employees struck at 12 o'clock, at 12:30 in the afternoon. They didn't go to work. They were writing. And after all was said and done, at the end of the day, they fired the guy. They said, Bezos' team said, oh, because he wasn't following he was warned before about the social distancing. So that's why we fired him. No, you fired him because he was bold enough to do something that you don't like, and that's what I don't like. And I'm thinking I'm not doing any more Amazon business because doing business with Amazon because of that. Because you're just telling that worker, I'm bigger than you. And I think they had a union, and the union did not do anything. You cannot be manipulated. You cannot, if I was the boss, and if I was the owner of Amazon, and you went against me, and you try to close me down, I said, okay, fine. I would probably commend you for it because you went against me and said, you know what, you had balls. And now you told me something that now I should do this, I should do that. But a lot of these people, the Wharton family, which owns Walmart, Jeff Bezos, they don't care about their employees. As long as they get their money. Because if they care about the employees, they would have gotten PPE, they would have gotten gloves, they would have gotten everything to work where they're working. And they don't got nothing. That's why I quit Walmart. I'm not going to risk my life. Or let's just say if I caught the virus and I didn't die, I'm not going to risk my health for $11 an hour, even $20 an hour. I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. Something happens to me. Are they going to pay me? Are they going to pay the mortgage on my house? Are they going to pay my house off? No. And even if they did and then I died, that doesn't bring me back. That doesn't ease the pain. Hey, what's up, Thomas? How's your quarantine, or are you on a quarantine? And that's what we have to remove Trump from presidency. I don't like Joe Biden. I really don't. But if he wins, I want Bernie to win. But if he wins, then we're gonna have to vote for him, because you don't want Trump another 4 years there. Yesterday he said that if 100,000 people died, he did a good job. Who says that? Who even says that? One person dies is bad. Just imagine 100,000. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to leave that legacy behind me as a president or as anything. While Gio was president, under his watch, under his command, 1 million people died because he didn't act right. He didn't act on time when they had all this time to act, when they knew when China was getting hit, when South Korea was getting hit, when Italy was getting hit, they knew this was coming. They know people travel, so you cannot tell me you were unprepared. You were just something to me tells me there's more behind this. Maybe not from our point of view as good people, but maybe perhaps the rich, because I saw something today that shocked me from the WHO organization, and this American guy didn't want to the American doctor, I forgot his name, didn't want to recognize Taiwan in the WHO organization, and in the meetings and stuff like that. And the girl asked him plenty of times, and he cut the camera off. He shut her questions down. And who's the one who benefits most and who? Bill Gates. Remember, Bill Gates is the second richest man in the world. And Thomas Hudson says, "I'm still in Newcastle, Delaware. And what are you doing quarantine? Are you having a good time? Are you watching TV? Are you watching Netflix, man? Yo, you know what sucks about this? It could be. It could be, Brandon. It could be. Because now, Trump said today there was 11 companies today, to this day, making ventilators. So you know, so if he didn't want to invoke, this is my theory. If he didn't want to invoke, I'm sorry, guys. If he didn't want to invoke his power as to, I forgot the name of it, when the president has the power to tell all the companies that they have to stop what they're doing, they have to manufacture what the country needs, like they did in World War I and World War II. So these companies, what they did, the president made an order, and they produce weapons, ammunition. Weapons, ammunition. That should have done here. You should put that order. How these factories make all the PPE, the face masks, gowns, gloves for the healthcare. If you want to buy some privately, you can buy some privately. Now they're gonna quit. They got a rapid test that's coming out tomorrow or the next day. That should be available to the people outside too. If you want to buy it, you buy it, and if it comes out positive, you get in contact with your local, local hospital. They just didn't do things right. Let me see. And Thomas said, just reading, watching. Okay, Thomas, what are you reading? What are you watching on Netflix? And what are you playing on PS4? And Bill Gates says, yeah, but see, I used to like Bill Gates, but now as he's getting older, and his philanthropy work, he gives millions of dollars for his organization, but he gets all that money. He gets most of that money back anyway when tax season comes. But the one thing I'm not liking about him is that he's always after the vaccine. I don't need vaccine. I want a cure. All you're doing is you're putting a patch to a scar, to a cut, and you're just letting it stay there for as long as it likes or as long as it can. Boom. So, because you're going to need to tell me that in the year of science that we're in now, you can't find a cure for cancer. That the only remedy that you have, at least here in the United States, is chemotherapy. Come on, people. We're advanced. We're an advanced nation. We come advanced a long, long way. And for what? For a vaccine? I have what I have. I'm HIV positive. I don't want a vaccine. I want a cure. Though this has never really did anything to me besides the arthritis that I'm getting now. That's the inflammation that I'm getting now. But other than that, never gotten sick, never got no lesions, never got none of that. But it would help because then I wouldn't a vaccine. I wouldn't have to worry about. I wouldn't want to worry about. I wouldn't have to worry about getting sick one day. I don't have to worry about any of that. Not taking any pills. Don't even these these pills have toxic. They have a high level of toxicity, and we don't know how long it takes for to damage the liver. Truvada was a pill that now they're getting sued because they had GlaxoSmithKline, GXK. They had a Truvada pill, which was less cheaper than that and more and less toxicity than the original Truvada. And they sold the original Truvada for $2,000 or $1,500 a month, while they had the other version, which was far, far less and far side effects to your body, and they kept that. And what did Truvada do in the long run? It has affected people: bone loss, bone density, liver problems, back problems. And I know I don't think I will ever, if a vaccine came out, or when the vaccine does come out for the coronavirus, I wouldn't get a vaccine. No way. I do my influenza shot because I've been doing it for so long. There's nothing, but I wouldn't do no coronavirus. And the thing is that if they find a vaccine, this is what schools and health officials will say: "Oh, your son cannot come to school unless he's vaccinated." Well, I'm sorry, my kid's not going to get vaccinated with no corona vaccine.
Tío.
Okay.
Nada. Te dijeron tío ahí, pero yo te digo tío.
That's what I mean. He's in Tío Gio. So that's where we gotta go, Brandon. So Bill Gates, he wants vaccine because he knows the vaccine he can prolong more, he can make more money, people can invest more money in his projects. Because look, this is not the only coronavirus that came out. This is SARS too. And SARS came out, and there was a lot of funding for SARS. Nothing ever happened with SARS, right? Did SARS come back? It may come back one day. We don't know. And then the funny thing about this is, do you know that in China right now, I just saw this on YouTube and I saw it on the news too, the Chinese government is letting wet shops, and wet shop, I didn't even know the name of it today. That's where they're selling dogs, cats, chicken, bats. They're allowing them to work outside again. I mean, how stupid can the Chinese government be? This is how it all started. So we're going to go through the cycle all over again in 2 or 3 or 5 years. There's going to be another pandemic, pandemic because of these assholes. And China is a communist country, so China does not give a shit who lives and who dies. As long as their leader is there and their money's coming in, and in their eyes, they're the most, in their eyes, they want to be the most powerful country there is in the world. That's all they care about, is power and greed. So they don't care if 1 million, they got 1 billion people there. They don't care 1 million people, or one person dies, or 1 million or 10 million. To them, it's no shit. They don't give a fuck. So they let these little wet stuff. And then the Chinese people buy these creepy things. I mean, who eats? I mean, I would eat a bat if I'm lost in a forest. And I'm there a few days and I think I'm not gonna get out, and I'm hungry and I see a bat. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do. And if I die from eating that bat, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna go out there and sell bat. I'm not gonna go out there and kill a dog, and just to kill him. And the way these dogs look, that's horrible. And then you have dogs here on a slab, other animals here on another slab, and other animals here and other animals here, here, there, here, and there. And all that's going to contaminate. This blood's going to touch this blood, boom. This blood's going to touch this blood, boom. They're all going to get together, and out of that blood, something's going to come out. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know this. And China knows this. But yet, they still allow these things to happen. This is not a cultural thing. If you want to eat dogs, that's on you. I got nothing against it. I got something against the way they kill them. Or cats, or any animal. And then they display them in the street just like they did. Like I said, so I don't have that. I don't have that against you. What I have against you is that when you do it and you show it in public, and the way you show it, and the way you and the way, because I'm very picky with health. I don't buy food from the street if you're not wearing the gloves. I don't I don't do that. You have to have a glove on. So when I was in Puerto Rico one time, and the guy actually had the balls. I went for a shish kebab, and he took the shish kebab, he took off his glove. No, he didn't have no gloves. He touched money. Then he went like this. Then he went to serve me. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want that. Like, why? I mean, I said, didn't you just see what you just did? You touch money. You got no gloves. You touch money, and then you wipe your nose with your hand. And then you're gonna give me that? What are you crazy? Yeah, but I said, hell no, you crazy, bro. No way. No. You just gotta be. Some countries don't care, and then we as a country, no leaders, Democrat or Republican, say anything to these countries. Oh, we're not gonna bow for you because you guys are pigs. Plain and simple, you're pigs. Oh no, but we need them because they need to buy us our products, and we're buying. No thanks. I think our country can survive without China. And then Trump was talking about today about gas might be at 99 cents. Yeah, no, King Roberto. You're right. This country will never go into dictatorship. The people won't allow it. But when you have a president like Trump who thinks he is a dictator, now today his tone was a little bit better than yesterday's. He was talking to John Acosta, that's his name. I know his last name is Acosta, Jim Acosta, as to like yesterday, the way he was with Acosta. So he was talking to him. A lot of people on YouTube who are, hey, what's up, Axel? A lot of people who are talking about Acosta's, that he asked this question, and Trump said that was a stupid question. It's not a stupid question what he asked, because everything that he asked him was everything that Trump had said. So Trump wants to lead the narrative. That's his problem. He wants to lead the narrative. So if, like I said on Facebook, I said it's okay. It's okay for him to say one thing and then do another thing, or for them to not corral him, but to ask him questions that he said, questions of things that he said. He goes, oh, no, that's fake news. That's why no one respects the news anymore. That's why no one respects CNN. No one respects CNBC, or no one respects these people, because the only one that's supporting Trump is Fox. And then they say, oh, no, he told Acosta off. No, Acosta asked him a legit question. So that's like saying you go rob a bank, and I ask you, and I say, hey, King Humberto, why did you rob a bank? Or why did you rob the bank? And you tell me, what's a stupid question? Why are you asking me stupid shit like that? No, it's not a stupid question. It's a correct question. Why did you rob the bank? Or do you want me to say, hey, guys, hey, King Humberto, you did a good job robbing that bank, but you got caught, man. Better luck next time. That's like remember when I saw this thing, I don't need to mention his name, when some guy interviewed Omi on the phone, and the guy said, hey, man, so why, if you were raided, or why didn't you call your lawyers? Or why you didn't call your lawyer if you were raided? That's the first person you should call. And Omi goes, oh, that's a stupid question. What kind of question is that, man? Fucking you asking me that stupid question for? You a street reporter or something like that? Get the fuck out of here with that question. It's a legit question. I get raided, and it got my lawyer. The first person I'm going to call is my lawyer. Not my wife, not my sister, not my daughters, not my kids. My lawyer. That's what he's getting paid for. What the hell is going on here? Not go on YouTube and blah 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 blah. No, so it's a legitimate question. So he wants to dictate the narrative, and if that narrative is not the way he wants it to, he berates you. He blah you fake news and blah. Well, think about it this way. I just thought about something as I was watching CNN earlier on, and he was talking, and martial law seems good. And all states should quarantine the whole entire. New York should get quarantined completely. And to be honest with you, the way I thought about it was like, wow, think about it. Nobody in the military has yet to come out, and thank God that they don't come. Nobody has become infected. And why is that? Because they're secluded from society. They're in their own base. They don't get out of the base. When they come in contact with civilians, they're very careful with it. Or they don't come in contact with civilians unless they need to be in contact with civilians. And if there is someone that did come out in the military that did come out positive, they're not going to tell us. So don't worry about that. But in that sense, it just tells you that social distancing does work and isolation works. Because if you isolate yourself, you got no one to pass it on to. If you're in your house, who are you going to pass it to? And if you go outside, you wear a mask. Not because some doctors say, oh, that the mask not going to do anything for you. Because we all, like they say, the doctors say, we all got to act like if we are positive. So you don't know if you're positive, right? So you don't want to, consciously, you don't want to infect someone, right? You don't want to do that. I know I don't. Before I met my wife, and I was with a girl, I was with a woman. I've always told them what I had. I never shied away from what I had because I don't have the right. I don't take that right from them. They got to know. This is who I am. This is what I got. If you date me, you date fine. And if you don't date me, we become friends. It's cool. I respect you. But I got to give them that. I have to give them that right. I wouldn't take that right away from them. Plus people in the military will turn on the government. Too many guys out there who abide by that. Well, that's true. But with the martial law, each state will make their own laws. But we need to be conscientious that this affects everyone, because if it doesn't kill me, right? I can walk over to my neighbors, and most of my neighbors are old, and I can walk to them, talk to them, and I can sneeze by mistake, and boom, it's on them. And I don't know if they have an underlying condition. I don't know anything they have, and then that could affect them in a fatal way, or a family member. My kids have asthma. One of my kids has asthma. You don't know. So why take the risk? What's staying inside your house for 15 days or 30 days? And then when the president says it, or when the government says, you have to stay inside, you have to stay inside. Oh, we're being controlled, or I don't want to stay inside because I don't believe in the virus. You got doctors. Forget about what the president says, because the president, some of his things when he says are stupid, but when you see him reading, it's because someone's written that for him. That's why he has advisors. He has people that write for him. He doesn't all those things that he says. When he doesn't have the paper yet, but when he has the papers, it's because someone has written that. Not that he sat down. Oh, I want you to dictate. I want you to take down some dictators. I'm a dictator, and I want you to write it down. It's not like that. That's not the way any country runs. That the president or the governor or whatever is the one that talks. No, we have advisors, and the writers say, well, this is what I believe that you should do. We're going to write this way. He reads it. Okay, fine. Boom, boom, boom. But those aren't really usually his words. So I don't know why reporters, when the presidents do a state of address, they say, oh, the president said this, the president said that. Yeah, the president, it came out of his mouth, but he's reading what someone else wrote. Remember, the president's just a puppet, to be honest with you. He's just a puppet. He does what the senators and legislators say. He does what big corporations say, because prices are cheaper. Drug prices pharmaceutical drug prices are cheaper in Canada and Mexico. Because why? Because these pharmaceutical companies don't have a hold on these countries like they have a hold on the United States. You know, me personally, if I were president, I would ban. I completely. No one can advocate for any company at all. No, we're going to work this to business to business. I don't want you coming like the NRA. The NRA funds the presidency. So whoever they think they're going to win, they fund them. And you fund my campaign. I'll make sure that when I become president, I'm behind you 100% with the NRA. And that's the way politics works. Money talks, bullshit walks, bro. It's always been like that. You know, so we have to start taking this serious. You know, so we got to do. So if King Huberto puts his part, Axel puts his part, Brandon puts his part, we're gonna do this. But if we're 5 and we're doing this, and 20 people are not doing it, then we're not gonna win because 20 outnumbers 5. Remember, well, you need just one person, and that one person can affect the other 19. As to where us 5 living side by side or house by house, we won't affect nobody because, you know. But people don't think that way. People don't think that way. People think they're one-minded. They just think one way. Oh, this is not gonna affect me. This I don't care who it affects me. Like with people hoarding toilet paper. Why are you hoarding toilet paper? What's the point of you hoarding? Well, you've never taken a shit, wiped your ass with something that's not toilet paper when you had no toilet paper. You can't beat that Neanderthal. You know, like I said, we got to keep this together. And guys, you know, I'm starting to do the 30 days, and I'm gonna do the lives. I'm gonna do my lives every day. Yes, Axel, do my live every day at 7 o'clock, so we guys can just have something to talk about at least at that 7 o'clock period. You know, to 7 to 8, 8 to 9. Because at 9 o'clock, I do my prayers with my family, and we can keep each other informed. You know, about what's going on, or if you're bored, or we'll talk about it. Look at Axel and I yesterday spoke like for an hour because there was nobody there, and we spoke for an hour about memories of. We went back to memory lane. We went back to the 70s, no, early 80s. You know, and that killed time. You know, we entertain ourselves just by doing that. And before you knew it, it was 9 o'clock. It was time for me to go do my prayer thing. You know, with my family. And then there's no need for me to go out because it's already 9 o'clock. I'm not going to go out at that time, even though it's not a bad place. But I'm still not going to go out. So you kill time. You know, this is a good time to be with your family. It's a good time to get more in contact with your spiritual self. I believe in God, so it's a good time to get more in contact with God. To get in contact with your kids. You know, if a project that you wanted to do but you can't do it, it's a good time to do it. Trust me, if I knew anything about landscaping and construction, I would have been doing my yard. I would have been doing something in my yard. I would have been doing something to my little, you know, storage room. I would have done something. If I would have been electricity, I would have done something to pass time. You know, because you do something for your house, you're building equity, and that's the thing about buying a house. You build equity. That's what you want to do, actually, at least. So if we can do that, hey, look at this, Axel. I still got look what I bought, Axel. My wife don't like it. She says it smells like an old man, but I don't care. One of my favorite colognes, Obsession.
Tiene que huele a viejo.
Yeah. She said it smells like old man. But she fails to realize she's only 10 years younger than me. You know, so King Humberto, so things are all right in Texas. Business wise, you said it was okay out there. Yeah, yeah. Well, I am impartial. I'm impartial because I respect everybody's opinion. I really do. You know, we all don't think alike. We all don't do things the way other people think. They say that it has to be done this way. You know, when people tell me you have to do this, I say no, 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 no. You get me wrong. There's two things I gotta do in life: is pay taxes. No. Stay Puerto Rican and die. That's the only two things. Three things you gotta pay taxes. But that's the only thing. Stay Puerto Rican and die. That's the only thing that I have to do. Other than that, it's just a choice. You know, like I said before, I don't agree on President Trump. I don't agree on Trump at all. I never liked him. Never, even when he wasn't a president. His business views were shady. I never liked the. I never even when I lived in New York. Never even went to Trump hotel. And I used to go. And I used to go to Miami City a lot with a friend of mine. I consider my uncle. Never, because Trump only thinks about Trump, and this goes back to the '80s. I remember when Trump was trying to buy a hotel in New Jersey, and there was a house of an old lady that was the only thing that was standing in the way for him to buy that land, and he wanted to remove her. Wanted to remove her. He went to Puerto Rico. He went to La Perla, and he wanted to buy La Perla, but the money that he was offering was shit. Maybe 20 G's. I think something like $20,000, $30,000. That's nothing. La Perla, right? That's a gold mine. If you get a little small hotel, I mean, you could do a lot of things touristically wise there, but he only thinks of himself. So Axel is doing work around the house, spring cleaning, getting ready for the best summer. Oh, that's good. That's good. See, I should start doing my shed, because the shed that the guy left me there. What's up, Jim Raptors? Ooh, Canada. She's done doing my shed because the owner of the house, or the who was the owner here, he left some tools there, but I don't know how to use them. And with my arthritis, look, this got me with my HIV, and now I got what is called psoriatic arthritis. Look, this is the most that I can close my hand. I can't do a fist. This one a little bit, but this joint right here, I can't. It hurts. This one, it's stiff. This is stiff. This is the most I can do with this finger. I can bend it like I do this, like I do this. You see, I can do this with this one a little bit, not that much. Not like I can do this one. With this one a little bit because it's stiff here, and this one, forget about it. This the doctor said they have to operate and open me up here. This got to come out. This is what they call a gooseneck. So my movement is limited, and now all of a sudden, for the past 3 days, my left knee swelled up, and I tried to see if it was water. I'm committing water or something. Nothing. So I stopped door dashing for a while. I stopped yesterday. I'm gonna hit up. So being that we doing this 30-day quarantine, I decided to do the 30-day quarantine and give my leg a rest. But I keep, my movements are. So how was your day, Jim? Raptise. Yo, is that last name French? Raptise? Yo, Jim, you have to, when you give me from now on, all you guys, when you guys give me an emoji, a smiling emoji, it has to have a mask. I don't want to catch anything, guys. Really. Yeah, I put on Facebook my link to the YouTube. Nothing yet. No one's to subscribe. But I'm getting 3 or 4 subscribers a day, so that's not bad. Yeah, it's got to be a good summer, man, because the way they're reporting it today, woo, Greek Raptis is Greek, really? Shashenko or something like that. But I would have never, and I'm good with last names. I would have never thought that was Greek. Never. That's why I said French Raptis. I want to see something. Now you have me. Yep, it's true. Oh, it is true. Raptis, Greek. Oh, but it says it's an occupational name for a tailor. Greek Raptis, colloquially Raptis, a derivative of a classical Greek raptine to sew. Okay. See, some similar surname. Okay, Papas, I know that's Greek. Mustine, I would never know. Maris, I would never know. Maris was the Greek. Raleigh's never. Martis. I'm noticing that anything that ends with S is from these names is Greek. Hmm. I see. So the key thing is the S. Oh, I know. So I noticed. You see, I picked on that when I went to the Raptors meaning a name, and I saw that both all of it, the five. Let me see how many. Let me see. I'm gonna show you right now. Raleigh, Martis, Gatis, Raucho. That doesn't have an S. Papas, Matisse, Maris, Mastin, and Garrett. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, out of 9 last name here, 7 of them are with the S. So that means that's 80% out of these 5. Okay. See, I learn something new every day. I mean, I learned something new today, and I like to do that. I like to learn something new. So thank you, Jim, for that piece of history. Now I know. Now I know. I never had a Greek. Well, I cannot say I didn't have a Greek girlfriend. I had a Greek girl, but I didn't have a Greek girlfriend. He was a freak. I took her. I didn't want to. I took her away from a friend of mine because he was like, "Oh yeah, she was." Wait, but I'll tell you the story. She was a stripper. And she had a body, and he used to talk. He used to talk a lot. He used to talk a lot of shit. Her name was Smurf, right? I don't know why we called him Smurf or something. And he's like, "Oh, my girl is good. My girl is this. My girl is that." He was bragging, and I don't like that. So I called her up in the strip club in the Bronx, and she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." And I said, "Y'all want to see?" She goes, "Okay, come around the strip club." And I'm like, "All right." So I passed by the strip club, and I picked her up, and she stood in my house like for 5 days, and that was on a Saturday. So a Sunday, I go, I lived on a fourth floor. Smurf lived through the projects. Smurf lived like around in the eighth floor. So I called the window, yo, Smurf, yo, Smurf. Like, yo, what's up, Gio? Like, yo, what's up? I was like, yo, what's up with your girl? Is she all right? Blah, blah. Yeah. I said, yo, check, yo, look who I got next to me. And he looked out, and she looked out the window. And he looked out. He goes, oh, shit, Gio. You don't fucking do that, man. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, man, nigga, this is a chicken head, bro. You call this a girl? You met her at a strip club. But she was Greek, and she was a freak. You know, so. Then I had another girlfriend. I knew she was Greek. Her name was Agatha. She used to work in a diner. Most diners in New York are, especially in Queens, they're Greek. But I met her in the Bronx, and she was cute, real cute. And we went out, but we never, that's weird, right? You go out with a girl, but you never kiss. We never kissed. I don't know why. Well, we didn't spend time together anyway. I asked her out. She said, yeah. She gave me her necklace. I said, Agatha. I remember that like it was yesterday. And I think I was an alcoholic at that time. And I think I sold it for beer. And she asked me where it was. I was like, I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, I love gyros. But gyros, I like a gyro when it's with lamb meat. I tasted once in New York, in Brooklyn. I should have done that. It was I don't know if they were Indians or Arabs, but never again. I threw up. But gyro, a good gyro is with lamb meat. Oh, with tomato and the sauce and lettuce. Oh. Well, whatever it is, bro, that's good meat and good food. That pita bread or whatever bread it is that you guys use it. What's the common dish for you Greeks? Because I like to taste different food from different cultures. I'm not like these people. Like my family, my sons and stuff like that. They're like I took my daughter one time. We went on a cruise, right? I like mine with lamb, not beef. I like it with lamb, and then if you go to a cruise, in the cruise you get to have your dinner with the captain one time, but you get to have dinner every day. Slovaki, yeah, but when I mean a traditional dinner, I mean that you guys should sit down and eat. I don't think you guys sit down and eat gyros. I don't know. I could be wrong. So we go on this cruise, and I see the menu, and the menu has different things. So I'm not gonna try something that I already tried before. So I tried duck. The duck was good. I tasted duck one time. That was from a Chinese place in New York, and Chinese restaurant. No, sake. No, Chinese no food for no duck. No good. Dog fava, yeah, but duck no. So I tasted. I forgot, but I tasted different things on the menu, even if they look bad, or even if they sounded bad, or I threw my eyes or I would still try because I wanted to try something new. So if I went to Africa, and in Africa go to a tribe, and they eat ants, I'm going to eat ants because I want to try something new. I'm not going to go to yo man, you got some rice and beans and chicken. See now if I went to Greece, I would try gyro in Greece because it's different. The meat's different, the texture of the bread is different, and it's natural. It's from Greek. It's from Greece. You know, it's not like here. It's not no more in New York. In New York, back in the 80s and 90s, you used to go to a pizzeria and you go to the pizzeria. You go, hey Giuseppe, hey, let me get a slice. You get it done by an Italian. So you know what you get. And you're getting pasta by the Italian. You're getting lasagna by the Italian. But you go now and you go to the same pizzeria and it's, hey, Jose, hey, Pedro. It's not no more Italian. It's not authentic anymore. I don't care if the sauce is the same. I don't care if the cheese is the same. It just doesn't have that same feeling as when you go to an Italian restaurant and the pizza man is ¿Cómo está, Michael? And the pizza man is Spanish or black. it doesn't have the same feeling. If I go to a Greek place, I don't expect them. The wait is probably, but I don't expect the kitchen to be anything other than Greek. It makes me feel like I'm getting real authentic Greek food. If you go to most of these places in like Olive Garden or Red Lobster, all their food except for the lobster, but in Olive Garden, all their food it comes in a bag. It comes prepared already, except for the meat. So when you ask for a fettuccine alfredo, it already comes made. All they do is just pop it up, put it in, or keep it even microwave it. And I don't know why they do that. Our owner at the restaurant, I would be that owner. But when I was food and beverage manager, that's if I would have been an owner, or if I was an owner. But when I was food and beverage manager, I've never recommended. I never liked the chef that put the food back in the microwave. No, either you put it back in on the stove. You don't cook it at all. Microwave food, no. Yeah, of course, adventure. What's the point of not adventuring, man? So you're gonna tell me if a nice, voluptuous, big booty girl that's not Greek, you not, and she gives you the opportunity to talk and mingle and who knows what else, you're going to say no because you ain't Greek? You're going to say yeah, right? I think you would. Same thing with food. If I'm going to die, I die happy, man. I die with a stomach full because that was the best goulash. And even if it wasn't goulash, it was like the best goulash in the world. Ya te escribió.
A mí.
Sí. Oh, because you said I'm taking the further because your wife is that so forget about it. Don't worry about it. This is way I was gonna say way before you met your wife. I was gonna put you in that situation, but forget about it because the woman's memory is infallible. You know, so woman has this tendency to want to find out about your past, and I don't know why. So when they ask you, "Hey, babe, but how many girls did you sleep with?" and you as a man, right, you say to yourself, come on, fuck it. I slept with 10 girls, or I slept with 20 girls, or who was the first, or they'll ask you, who was the first girl you ever had sex with, right? And they you say Linda, right? Okay, cool. Now remember this, you said Linda now, right? So you have a fight with her 5 years after you get married, or 10 years into the marriage. And she goes, oh, why don't you go have sex with Linda? She was the one that took your virginity away. Why don't you go fuck her? And you're like, what? Are you serious? This shit was like 10 years ago when you asked me, now you doing this? Come on. So I never tell her, before I was married, I would, I thought I was a virgin. Yeah, you got to because they will literally rip you up for you telling them that. And I'm like, yo, what is it? When I used to date, I never asked a girl what happened with her ex because I don't want to know. But they always have it. Oh, my ex did this, and you be like, oh, okay, I'm not like that. I'm a different guy. Blah 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 blah. And you're talking about ex, blah 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 blah. I'm here to know about you, not your ex. Yeah, but women are like that. And see, and we think differently because we think we slept with five girls. We think, okay, we say we slept with five girls. We all cool. And the girl tells us she slept with five guys. We think you a slut. So we don't hold the same standards, which we should though. But I don't think that way. My thinking is different. My thinking, if I can respect the girl, if she comes straight up to me because I had it before. She goes, "Listen, I just wanted to be friends with benefits." I can understand that, and so I respect you for that. Um, I don't have that much respect if I slept with a girl that first day that I met her, and then she wanted something else after that. Because that just I like when I was single. I like girls who was hard to play because it gives me a challenge. It gives me a chance to bring out the romance in me. You know what I mean? But if you're just easy, it's not challenging for me. So I want it to be challenging. Yeah, I want to be able to win you over and keep it that way. I just don't want it to be easy. It wouldn't be a challenge to me. Yeah, but women will hold that shit to the end, to the day you die. And then if you cheat on them and you're like, yo, babe, at least I told you. No, I had my ex. I told her about this woman that she wanted to be. She wanted to. She offered me money. I mean, she asked me for money. She goes, "Give me $20 and I'll do this for you. I'll do this with you." I go, "No, I'm married." So at the end, I said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you $5 and just leave me the fuck alone." So I gave her $5. Me, as a man, went over to my wife. At that time, I told her about it, and she was like, "My ex-wife." I said it that way. She's not my wife anymore. She's my wife. So I told my ex-wife, and she was like, "Oh, did you sleep with her? Oh, you should have just slept with her." Because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, you women, you don't understand. If I tell you the truth, you get on me, and if I don't tell you the truth, and then you find out, then I'm a liar. Can't win. So sometimes you just better keep your mouth shut. And then this fixation that women have with Valentine's Day. You don't get a gift for Valentine's Day? Yeah, man. New York is getting bad, bro. New York lost 336 people yesterday. Yeah, but Jim, they had months to prepare for this, bro. I feel bad for the people that are passing away. Actually says guys are hunters. What are you guys? Actually, what are you? Were you a hunter? Or you were romantic? Or what were you? I be personally, I like romance. I like to woo a woman. Well, I used to. I still woo my wife. Yes, it is unbelievable. It's incredible. Put it this way, California. I saw California's statistics today. It wasn't by numbers, but I saw it by the curve. California is low compared to New York. California has more, I think, yeah. California has more people than New York. And their rates is nothing compared to New York. Nothing. But they're saying that people there are doing social distancing. People are respecting, space and stuff like that. So that's very important. Two people in my county were tested today. They came out in the news. They even called us the machine, which was pretty cool. And the machine said two people have come out positive in your county, but they had underlying conditions. That doesn't mean anything, you know, because they caught it. So you figure to yourself, where were these people before? Did they go to another county, catch it, and how many people did they talk to before they caught it? So it's gonna spread. I wish they just kept it at two, but we're gonna see. Yeah, so like I was saying, Jim. So the girls they get all rowdy if you don't get them for Valentine's Day. They actually believe that February 14th is the day you gotta tell them you love them. You see, and that shit like that is never gonna stop. How you expect it to stop? I saw today on the news where they arrested a pastor in Louisiana, and Louisiana is getting bad. because they had Mardi Gras in February, and over 1 million people attended that. So their rates is going up. So is Detroit, but the pastor had over I don't know how many people, but he had the church was full, and that's irresponsible. God is gracious. God is beautiful. God is almighty. God is our doctor, but God doesn't know. God doesn't want you to be in a dangerous place. God, what we call it, God is merciful, but God, God gives you the mind to choose. Like the people of Egypt, the people of the Egyptians. I mean, not the Egyptian. The Jews could have crossed Egypt in a matter of days. In a matter of days, and it took them 40 years because of their stubbornness. So this guy that did this, no, not actually, it was from Louisiana, and this guy who did this pasture, he must have done it just because he wanted the money, the tithes and all that. You don't do that. You don't put people's life in danger. You could at least said let's all communicate by Skype or by FaceTime, or let's do something. But you don't put people's lives in danger. You don't do that. He wasn't the only one. There was another church that did the same thing, and then you had kids who was in a parade. They did a small parade in Louisiana, and then the governor said it's not going to happen again. But people gotta learn, bro. They gotta learn that this is not a joke. It's a virus, and 80% of the people, 80% of the people come out of it okay. But the point is that we don't know nothing about this virus. We don't know if you can get reinfected, which I think you can, because there were some doctors in China said that there were some people that came out of the hospital, and then a month or so later they got reinfected again. Yeah, Jim, you gotta go out for food. That's what you can. That's what you can do. And stay at home as much as you can. Look, I did my own haircut, bro. What up? Ya mismo vamos a la película, más. ¿Oíste? ¿Tienes sueño? ¿Ah? ¿Tienes frío? ¿Te bajo el abanico? That's my wife. Let's see, my wife. My wife is my ride or die, bro. I give my life for her. Just saying that just gave me a tear to my eye. Damn. So yeah, man. And I'm gonna let you guys pick tomorrow's topic. Let's do something different every day. Get these ratings back up. Get these subscribers back up. I want to know what you guys are watching, what you guys are doing. Let's find out a little bit about each other in these days of quarantine. Because people out there got conspiracy theories. Woo! I heard them all. Well, I haven't heard them all, but I've heard a lot of absurd ones. But then you gotta respect them. They're just theories, and people have a right to say what they want to say. I laugh at some, and some I think about it. That could be true. You know. That could be true. Yeah, so, but yeah, man, New York is bad, and I can't believe that someone in Florida would be that irresponsible to have a restaurant open, and no, only Miami, and I think Tampa, Orlando, Kissimmee, they have a staying home. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think we should all, even though there's four of us here, but we can spread the word. You guys can spread the word. Say, yo, King Gio's gonna do a live chat. We're gonna talk about this and that. Spread the word with your friends and let them know. Yo, whoever got Spectrum is the worst cable company I've ever had, internet wise. Oh, horrible, horrible. From New York to North Carolina, it's horrible. The same problems I was having when the internet in New York, I'm having here in North Carolina. How is that even possible? You figure either it's better or it's worse. One of those two things. It's buffering a lot. Oh, it's okay now. Okay. Well, the internet, like I said, Spectrum is horrible, 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 horrible. I don't recommend it for nobody. But if that's the only thing you got, even when, even when I had the high speed internet in Spectrum, which was 960 megabytes per second, it would cut off. With the PlayStation, it was even worse. So I got an Xbox, and the connection with the Xbox is way better than the PlayStation. And I got it, and I got both connected with the Ethernet. So yep. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do now. Food, only go outside for the essentials, which is food, and just stay inside. I don't need no CD player or nothing like that because I still got Cody, and I get my and I watch TV from Cody. I do everything with Cody. Yeah, that is true. Everybody's being throttled right now because everybody's watching the news. Everybody's streaming. That is true. You are correct, Mundo. Hey, got Tyrese. Got a female in the house. But Jim, in Canada, they also have a stay home.
Can't investigate. Can you
No,
break down the horse?
double chin. ¿Quién mansa?
Yeah.
Sí, todos se fueron.
Yeah?
Todos se fueron, todos abandonaron el barco. My wife said she hasn't seen Manson, and I said he abandoned ship. Oh, really? Yeah, I see. They don't talk about that. So I'm gonna get into that. So I want my Canadian neighbors to So I'm gonna look into Facebook and see what's going on, and then put my link there so people can come, people from Canada can talk. So I see that gives me something to do because I love news. I love news. I like politics. I love science. I was in love with the law until maybe like 10 years ago. So many things have happened in the United States that is just that saying that justice is blind. No, it's not. Justice may be blind, but the people are not blind. Some people just see what they want to see, and that's it. And that's not a good way to live. When certain people have you hold certain people to a certain standard and then you hold another person to a whole different standard, that's not good. So like I was talking with Brandon, a police officer is held to this standard and you held to this standard. If this police officer beats you up, it's okay. But if you beat this police officer up because he hit you, then it's not okay. Then you be charged. But he can do whatever he or she wants, but he can't. But you're the citizen, you can't do that. I'm not saying go up to a cop and beat the shit out of him. But what I'm saying is that if he hits you and you defend yourself and he shoots you, then he's on the right. And if he hits you and you defend yourself, but he doesn't shoot, then he's still on the right. And then you hit him, you got another 5 or 6 cops coming to you, they beat the shit out of you. It was justified, right? But he was the one that slapped you, he was the one that punched you for no apparent reason. So that in itself, when everything started happening, when the Black Lives Matter came out, and then with the Trayvon Martin and all that kind of stuff, and there was no justice. I mean, the Trayvon Martin was something different. Justice was not there because the district attorney's office chose a wrong criminal charge. If you would have chosen um, unintentional manslaughter, just manslaughter, or negligent homicide, then the kid would, then Zimmerman would have gotten that charge. But murder, it was just something. When you see things like that, and then when you see these cops beating up on people, shooting innocent people, and getting found not guilty, just takes away the the respect that you have for the word, the law. Don't get me wrong. There are great officers out there, saying they're great judges and they're great, but it's just the bad taste that the bad cops leave in the mouth of people just makes them not respect them. And that's sad. 'Cause there are some good cops out there, but that's why I say, So I was in love with the law. I used to love the law, but I found I just don't find the love of it for anymore. I do what I gotta do, stay within the law, and that's it. The day the Bible says you don't belong from this earth anyway. So yeah. Snapchat. That'll be good. All these people make all these apps and they make money. We should make an app, bro. Again, what was it? Minecraft sold for $1 billion. Birds, that game sold for $1 billion. Who plays that piece of crap? Who even plays Minecraft? That was stupid too. WhatsApp was sold to Facebook for I think $1 billion too. You know. Well, anyway, guys, it is 8:39 here at 9 o'clock. I'm going to do my prayers. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, I know. I told my wife let's do a TikTok. I don't know. We all should do a TikTok. Yeah, I know. Actually, if you have money, but most of us are poor. But I've seen some public defenders work hard, but I guess it is what it is. TikTok. Everybody, yo, you guys, that's a good thing to do, Jim. You should do a TikTok with your wife and your daughter. Actually, you should do a TikTok too. Brandon, if you're still here, you should do a TikTok too. Put it up so we all can see it. Hey, we all need a good laugh once in a while, right? Especially in these times that we are going through. These are times in where you should look for God. Not that I'm saying I'm not one of those people that says to the end of the earth, because I don't believe that. I mean, there are still things that needs to happen, like the Bible says, in order for this to happen. I mean, for the end of the world to happen. But yeah, anyway, guys. Well, good night. Have yourself a good evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Um, Pass our word on in Canada, Jim. Tell your friends that King Geo has a channel. I will look up tonight on Ontario and Toronto, see what's going on there. See, maybe I can get some people from Ontario and Toronto to join us this week. So let's do that. So I'm gonna do my best that I can every day to do a live for the next 30 days. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys can chill out. It's gonna be you're gonna see maybe the same thumbnail. Stay home, save lives. All right, Axel. Good night, Jim. Say hi to your wife. Don't know her, but say hi to her and your daughter. Tell her to keep up the TikTok. Axel, good night. You do your thing. Got your ears. Do your thing. Brandon, be safe out there in Raleigh, baby. And those who are watching and those who are going to watch later on, be safe. Take care. Watch for your neighbors. Um, Protect yourself. If you're gonna go outside, stay home. Um, if you got no idea how to do Cody, I can tell you how to do Cody, so you can watch Cody free. So God bless you all. All right. Peace in the Middle East.